Okay, we have found we want to play the Aeolian triad from root position, and it has to start on the sixth, which A is the sixth of C in the key of C. So this is the cage we are interested in. This is the sixth minor in Roman numerals, right? Small Roman numerals, sixth minor. It's going to be E minor shaped. Okay, so we know that's going to be E minor shaped. Okay, but we want a full arpeggio, so it'd be like, you see how sounds better than all right, so this nothing sounds better. This sounds better than, right, because we played the C on this string, you see, so it's, of course it's E minor shaped, but we can do an arpeggio for there, and we can fit that into its pattern, the pattern, the S3L pattern. Okay, it'd be the six to the root would be the I can't see it without my glasses here, but it'd be the top of an S2L here, and then we go into an S3S here, so it's 2 3 5 6 root 2 blank 3 blank 6 root blank. You see how you select the numbers that are in that pattern. All right, so I guess we're going to work on this. We need a more review on this because this is what we're doing. This is the S3S there. This is an S3L, S2L up here, but it goes down here. You know what I'm saying? It's actually part of it's not on, no string, no sound. Don't worry about this one right now. And then we go into a warped over S2L up here. All right, which was originally here. Okay, and then it got warped over, so it's here. It's here now. 3 5 6 root. 3 5 6 root. So that's the method of fitting the arpeggio into the S2L and the S3S pattern stack. All right, but there's a better way to do it. Now remember, it's E minor shaped. Okay, so, and we're going up a modal pentatonic scale here, and these are all the numbers down here. That makes it a little convenient, to have them all down here. This is the same area, right? So the S2L was 6R. That was the top of it. Then we go into the S3L, 2 3 4 5 6 7 root 2. Warp over another S2L, 3 4 5 6 7 root. Choose the letters that we want. Look, they fit. I messed it up before because it kept on wanting to go up staircase, but it can be done if you do it, if you either fit it to the proper caged pattern stack. Okay, you can't use a C pattern stack where it's actually at the A pattern stack down here. Okay, this is the G pattern stack, and they're caged like that. So looking here again, you can fit them all in. Whoop, I want to keep showing that. Fit them all in right to the patterns, and that's your arpeggio vertical within. It's a cage bound arpeggio, A minor, for instance, just for instance. I have to cheat. Look, I forget, because I get a little confused what we're doing. Okay, so that they can be fit in by using the patterns, or it can be fit together by doing the intervals. And the intervals would be starting from this 6 here. You go a minor third. Alright, so starting from the A, you go a minor third and then a major third to make your minor third triad. But when you get to that top major third, which is the relative fifth of that minor, you have to go a perfect fourth from there to the octave and start again. So it's 6 minor third, then we go a major third, perfect fourth. Okay, then we start it over again, start the whole thing over again. Minor third, then the major third, but it's warped up one, and then a perfect fourth. Alright, so you can do it by intervals a lot easier. Believe me. That's some important rules to discuss. I don't mean to try and lose anybody, but we want to get through this. So here are the intervals 1, 2, 3. Okay. The augmented fourth could be the tuning warp. Okay. Now, would a 7 normally go to the 4? That's a true unwarped augmented fourth. That's an unwarped augmented fourth. Okay, but if you were going, what we were playing before, let's say you were doing a perfect fourth, this root to this fourth, if it hit the tuning warp, the 4 would be over where this 4 is, but this would be root there. Okay, so these patterns, when I show them, they're all perfect fourths tuning. So in perfect fourths tunings, the 7 will go to the 4. I'll just show you on the chart. Here's one. Here's a 7 going to the 4. Okay, it gets even worse if you have the 7 going to a 4 where it's warped over, and that does exist. That situation exists. You have to find a 7 on this string, and here the 4's way over there. You see, it's 2 over, because not only it's a normal augmented fourth. All right, here's the perfect fourth, string to string, and then up 1 from there. That's an augmented fourth, right? Which is from the 7 to the 4, okay, or from the 4 to the 7. That's interesting. The tritone is kind of reciprocal like that. But it's also warped up. Everything's warped up on these top 2 strings here, so it'll be all the way over there. That's an important distinction to make. And we have the other intervals, normal intervals, where you have a whole step here, okay, and a whole step looks like this between strings, because you're going up a perfect fourth here, a perfect third, a minor third there to the black string, to the black note there, which is like an accidental, and then root to the 2nd is a whole step. Minor third is just like 6 to root, okay, and that would be the same thing. A minor third is also this root to this accidental here. I changed it for one reason or another. So here's 6 to root here, because I didn't want to put flats in it. I'd rather work within the same C major modes. Major third is just up a perfect fourth, string to string, and then down. Okay, so it's from C up to the F, and then down to the E. Alright, and you need these things. That's a little review about the modes. Let's read this. Arpeggios can be built by intervals moving to the right and upward. Alright, that's staircase. So arpeggios can be built by using the intervals. Major third, minor third, perfect fourth, okay, G to B, major third, B to D, minor third, D to G, perfect fourth, and then you get to the tuning warp, okay. So it would be, here's a perfect easy G to B. That's like when you're tuning your guitar, you know.